Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how I fill in my eyebrows and apply false lashes since I wear them every day and I always fill in my eyebrows as well. I am going to be using a fresh set of the Eyeris Beauty lashes in the style Athena. These are pretty full lashes, so obviously you can choose whatever ones you like and make them appropriate for your style and whatever look you're going for. Let's get started. I am going to start with my brows, and I always use the That's Upside Down Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow because I have very thin eyebrows and I like to overdraw them so they're up higher. It's the color medium brown. I use this very frugally? I don't know. Not a lot because my hair is blonde even though it looks like I'm bald right now. I don't like to go too intense, but I also use a powder in combination with this. So before, I used to use like these little duo brushes. They're great for brows with the spoolie on the other side. I used to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, but it somehow went missing. But this one is from actually the place I work at. It's called Victoria Work Beauty Boutique, and she's got a full line of cosmetics as well as skincare and makeup brushes. This brush is unreal. It's great for, especially if you're learning how to fill in eyebrows, because the spoolie on the other side, which looks so grimy right now. If you apply too much product, you brush it through and it looks like natural hair strokes almost, and just makes it really soft without having to take off product. So I'm going to start do both brows on camera here. This is what the product looks like. I'm just going to put a very tiny bit on my brush and then close it right after because they dry out super fast. And I always put it on my hand. I don't know if it's because that's the way I work when I do client makeup, but wipe it off almost so it looks like that. So then I actually use the product that's on the outside here, whereas the main amount is right there. And I kind of just brush it off so it's nice and light. Makeup is very buildable, so don't try to just jump in and go for it because sometimes that doesn't work. I'm actually going to start like right here. I'm super sparse there, but I'm not going to start right at the beginning here because I don't want it to be too blocky. Don't overdraw like lower at all at the bottom. So then I'm just gonna, it's really hard to do it like without like a table mirror, but. And then for this part, I like my tail to be as high as possible, so I'm just gonna go right along that end or the edge of the hair. And then taper it out. And then up here, not adding any more product to my brush, I'm just going to then already it's like way fuller than the other side. It's already starting to get a shape, but I do like them a lot fuller and I like them higher up, so I'm gonna over exaggerate the top here. I'm gonna go above my brow hair, still taking a very small amount where I really like to over exaggerate. Make sure I'm still on camera. Yeah, so see how that's like way over exaggerated there? And then I'm just gonna pull this down. And then now I have like the basic outline. I'm just going to go in and tweak a couple things. So see like the difference already? It's not only fuller, but it's up higher in here. Focus the product at the top portion of the brow and at the top part of your arch. You're going to give yourself a very cheap eye lift. Anytime I wear lashes, this is what I do. If I'm not wearing lashes, I actually do almost the same thing, but with either a pencil. I have the brow wiz as well. So if I do a softer brow, I'll do that, especially doing like little strokes at the front here and then fill in the rest the same way, but with powder. So I could literally just leave it like that. So just to show you the difference, I sweat a lot, so I'm going to set my entire brow with this brow powder. So this one here, and I'm going to go into this shade right here. I'm actually going to use a different brush that's a little bit like fluffier. So if you see the difference, so the one on the top I'm going to use for powder product. MAC brush again and just jump into the powder here. Don't like to freehand or you have a shaky hand, you can always use like a small little concealer brush like this, concealer, and just carve it out. So you would hold your brush this way and just carve along here, product at the tip of the brush, put it along the edge of the brow so you can carve right under there, and then just brush it down like this to blend it out, or with your finger, whatever. And then you can put your brow highlight shade or bone colored eyeshadow that you like to put under your brow, and then you're good. I will do that if I really need my brows waxed, so I'm like covering the regrowth basically, just so I can go a couple more days without having to wax. So now that my brows are done, these are what my lashes look like. I used to apply them with my fingers. I have chunky hands. So for someone with small eyes or someone with watery eyes, it's just not precise. If you're comfortable with doing that and you do it on yourself, do what you gotta do. But I'm gonna recommend tweezers. These are my shitty old tweezers that I've had forever. I'm gonna pull, because they're kind of glued onto these plastic parts, I'm gonna pull out from the outside in. They make this packaging so you could go like this. I don't know if you can see it like that. You can literally just, all lash packaging is basically like this. Bend this in half so the lashes are sticking out so it's easier to grab. And you want to kind of warm up lashes, because lashes like this, the Quo ones at Shoppers Drug Mart, if you're from Canada, are awesome because they are very thin bands, so you don't really have to like work them a little bit before you put them on. But these ones are a little bit thicker. You can see the band, so I'm just going to literally start, I hold each end and I just move them back and forth like this, and then pull them out like this so the edges are also rounding, not just the center. And go like this, and then you want to measure them to your eye. So you don't want it to be, if you have lashes that are poking, it's usually because they're either too long or they're placed awkwardly or something like that. So what I'm going to do, take the lash and I'm just going to kind of check it on my eye. Find it easier when they're kind of sticky from the packaging. So I want my lash, I like when my lashes sit out farther because I have small eyes. And I'm very used to lashes, so I'm comfortable with this. So the only part I'm going to cut off is going to be this little chunk right here. I'm going to take just a small pair of these are brow scissors, dirty brow scissors. Nice. And I'm just going to cut that end. These ones are more wispy, so it's easier to see those like clusters of lashes like that, so it kind of makes it easier to cut as well. Oh, if you've seen my Instagram, I covered my face in Lash Glue the other day, so I am very slim on the Lash Glue. I use Duo Lash Glue. It's basically liquid latex in a little squirty bottle. It's really nice on your eyes because you can literally, it's super elasticy, so you just like kind of pull it off without it hurting, as long as you properly apply the lashes along your lash line but not in your lashes. So some people like to put glue on their hand, take their tweezers and run their lash and kind of put it along the lash band. I like to just put it on my lash band. When you're applying lashes, the best way to start by applying them, for the glue to get a little bit tacky, so that when you apply it, it's not super wet, so it's hard to like place it properly. Whereas if you wait for it to get tacky, it's easier to kind of just like stick right on, and then it's almost stable right away. The thing I do love to do, which probably isn't the greatest thing, is I put my mascara on before I apply my lashes. The reason I do this is because I do order lashes out of the country, so it costs me a lot of money to bring them in, and then I find when I put mascara on after I apply them, which is hard, like I would love to do that, but it ruins my lashes. It gets them so cakey, and it's so hard to get waterproof mascara off of lashes. So I'm just going to quickly apply this mascara. And you find your tight line or your waterline at the top, almost really like skin color, so you can see it. You can totally run a black pencil, black hole pencil, whatever it is, under there, so it's more like seamless. Start by kind of sticking on the center. So I lightly stuck it and I barely move my eye around so it doesn't flop all over the place. And then I stabilize the end of the lash. It's already like stuck on there because I waited a good amount of time, and then I worry about this inside. So see how this is sticking out right like that? So I'm literally just going to take that and Now my lashes on. So what I meant by seeing the fair underneath, you see that little bit right there? So I am actually going to take a black kohl pencil at the very end and fix that situation. See there? It's easy to apply one lash, but the most important part